All right, what up, everybody? I'm back another day where I'm going to show you how I'm going to build my food plan for the day using an app called My Macros Plus. I do these for myself every single day, and I thought at some point, why not record them, throw them up here on YouTube? I just spit a little bit, and maybe it'll help somebody else figure out how to build theirs. The app I am using is called My Macros Plus. It costs like $3 on the app stores. I'm going to put a link below in the description to both the iOS and the Android store. So you can go pick it up. Well worth it if it helps you stay consistent and on your plans. So a couple of things I wanted to mention very, very quickly. I talked yesterday about my new favorite protein drink. So this is the chocolate peanut butter ISO Pure. I'm going to put a link in the description down below to the Amazon thing for this. So I had done the apple before. I am now doing the chocolate peanut butter. Equally as good. And the big thing for me with protein drinks is how well it actually dissolves into the liquid. I do mine in water, and if it's too bubbly or too frothy, I won't drink it. I just can't do it. And this dissolves fantastically. This is actually an isolate, so it just does what it's supposed to do, and it disappears in the liquid. One more thing I was going to share with you. So I've been using a lot of both of these lately. So this is a 0-calorie mustard. If you're a mustard fan, it's got a little bit of kick to it because of the jalapeno. And the sugar-free ketchup has like 5 grams of or 5 calories for a tablespoon. So if you're not careful with this kind of stuff, this stuff will blow out your calories if you're not counting it. Like if you're using regular ketchup or like ranch dressing is a big one that I used to use a lot. So just a heads up, there are alternatives out there when it comes to your condiments. Be careful when you are eating those because you might think your numbers are perfect and then you're eating all this extra sauce on the side, not realizing you're probably blowing out your numbers. Because tell you what, that stuff's got a lot of calories in it. You'd be shocked how much like a ketchup's got in it. So I'm going to go ahead and start my app for today. Now today is day 2 of my new numbers that I got off the If It Fits Your Macros website, which allows me more fat, but it pulled my proteins back a little bit. It kept my calories around 2550, 2600, somewhere around there. So I built today's plan again fully because I'm just trying to get some practice with these new numbers that I'm trying to hit. Normally I build these most of the way and then we kind of finish them together, but I'm working on some new stuff here. So I'm going to show you how I built it. Maybe it'll help you figure out how to build yours. I got a 3-step system every time that I build my plans, whether I'm building it for one day or whether I'm building a plan for multiple days. The first step of my 3 steps is I look for somewhere to put in a staple. A staple is a thing that's the same every single day. I don't have to think about it. And for me, my staples are my pre and my post-workout meals because they are always going to consist of a whey protein. And you can see here my pre-workout has the chocolate peanut butter that I just showed you and some gummy bears for a nice pre-workout carb energy boost, and then the same thing on my post-workout. So those are my staples. I put those in first before I start anything. It just helps me get started, and I need the protein anyway, so an easy way to kind of get the ball rolling with your plan. Step 2 is ask yourself if you're craving anything, and put your cravings in now before you actually build your food plan. If you do not, it's going to be very difficult to build your food and then try to squeeze in your cravings. And so I did actually have a craving today. I usually don't, but my craving for today was, if I scroll all the way down, it says Original Drumstick. This is by Nestle. It's a little thing of ice cream. It's like 250, not quite 300 calories. So I woke up wanting it. So I put that in here, and then I went on to my step 3, which is now just go ahead and build your food plan starting with the beginning meal and work your way towards the end. So on to step 3. For lunch, what I did here, I did no breakfast today. I didn't eat till like 12 or 1 or something like that. So I just started off with a lunch. I guess you could consider that breakfast if it's technically breaking my fast, but I labeled it as lunch. So I did a bag of riced cauliflower. This is just frozen cauliflower riced that I get from the from Walmart. Throw it in the microwave for 5 minutes. I got 7 ounces of turkey meatballs. These are single-ounce balls of ground-up turkey with a bunch of flavoring in it, and then some sweet peppers just on the side, little bitty baby bell peppers, and you eat them for a little snack. Very low-key lunch or breakfast. Dinner, sweet potato. This is actually going to be fries. I'm going to turn this into some French fries in my new air fryer. Very excited about that. 4 Hawaiian Rolls. Now, I talked about the Hawaiian Rolls yesterday that I was shocked at how little fat a Hawaiian Roll had in them. And in fact, they're only like 90 calories each. And so if you love Hawaiian Rolls, turns out they're like decently okay on your on the macronutrient profile there. So I'm going to have 4 rolls, and I'm going to put some deli chicken on each one of those, a total of 120 grams. So kind of a nice summery Hawaiian roll sandwiches and sweet potato fries with a little bit of my fancy sugar-free ketchup. So very excited about that. Only 10 grams of fat for that whole meal, which is awesome. A couple of snacks that I also worked in here. I got one piece of cheese. This is just a cheese stick. I have some Planters mixed nuts. These are lightly salted cashews, almonds, some things like that. And then I have another meal. I'm putting it under my snacks, but it's basically another meal. 2 buffalo chicken patties. These are the vegan patties from Walmart made by Garden something or another. I got some non-flavored, non-fat yogurt, Greek yogurt. I'm going to put on that for a little bit of extra protein. I'm going to throw some fat-free cheddar cheese on there also. Melt that just to make it just a little bit more cheesy. And some Quest potato chips, which I've already eaten today. Those are protein chips. So after all of that, what we did at the top, if you look at my final numbers, I'm very happy with where this ended up at. I could have used a little bit more fat if possible, but I'm getting pinged like crazy here. But in the end, what we're doing is my calories looks good. It says 162 remaining. I could probably try to do some sort of more fat type stuff, but I'm not worried about it because my overall numbers look really good here. So the build is going well. I'm getting more accustomed to this new plan. I'm going to put 2 different links in the description below. One is to the If It Fits Your Macros macro calculator. That's the one that's probably going to give you a little bit more fat, but it's going to reduce your protein a little bit. The other one is the Bigger, Leaner, Stronger macro calculator, which is going to have your protein and your carbs just about even, but it's going to reduce your fat a little bit. So check those out. Decide which one works better for you. But this plan ended up being a good plan for today. I'm very excited for those Hawaiian sandwiches. I'm pumped about Hawaiian rolls. I can't help it. If I wasn't tracking, I could eat probably 12 Hawaiian rolls just because. And I will eventually do that, just not today. So that's it. Thanks all so much for watching. If this was helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even the subscribe. I put a link in the description down below to everything I talked about here, except the mustard and the ketchup, but you can find that. So that's it. Thanks y'all so much for watching. Like and subscribe. I do these videos every single day. Peace out. I'm going to go eat. Later.